Hi guys, little video of how to make some milk bottle stars. I've got a few here. I can't show you them dangling, but you can imagine them strung up against a window. So what you'll need, and I think I've asked you to do this before, is to save the flat panels from your milk bottle. You can get several out of a bottle. I would discard anything that's got writing on it though. So you're going to end up with a few panels. Before we cut them out, we're going to make a paper template that we can draw around. It's not easy to draw onto the plastic the shape that you want. So just pop those aside. You want to find an object that will fit onto your panel. Cups, anything, tin cans, and then you want to cut yourself some circles. So ordinary copy paper will do. Draw round, cut out. And then we come to the folding. So you can do it into 4, which is quite easy. Fold half and half again. I'll give you 4 points. You can do 8 points, half, half, half again. I would separate them that way rather than folding it. It gets rather thick. So just take one layer, fold it, flip it over and fold it. And then you've got your 8. You won't need to mark them. I'm just using the pen just to demonstrate where the points. Now, a snowflake does actually have 6. Now, 6 quite tricky. You want to fold it in half, and then you want to find your center point. So put the 2 edges together. Just nip the center. You don't want to make a crease yet. Just nip it. And then you're going to take this edge and try and find a halfway point. So you're going to fold 1/3 over, and by eye you can hopefully get it into 3. So you fold 1/3 over, flip it over again, then you can crease the folds, open it out, and you should have 6. There we go. So for your paper template, let's just do the 4. So fold it back. You can do a simple star going into the middle. You can draw this on first if you want accuracy. And then open it out, and you've got a very simple star shape. Very solid. Now, if you've got thick bits, just trim them. Folding of the paper does give you thicker edges. And then the 8. If you wanted, you could sort of work out where the halfway mark is and then cut. You need a good pair of scissors for this. Now, if you want to do the center, you can do the center as well. I would draw it again so that it goes through your center line. I don't know if you can see that. So you want to snip and snip. That will give you a hollow star. And then you can open that out. And then you've got 8 pointed, 4 pointed, and then we'll just quickly do. Now, if you want a round shape with stars sticking out the edge, imagine a line. I'll do this in pen so you can see. So I'm drawing an inner line, and then I can put my pointy bit. And then I'm just going to cut. You have almost a star shape, and then you can take the center out as well. Why don't we put a point? And there we have a 6-pointed star. So yes, I've used felt pen. If you haven't got milk bottle and you just want to make paper stars, then use a pencil and you can rub out your marks. I've got a hole punch. So if you were doing the paper stage, you could put your holes in now. I've got a few samples here that I've made, just little stars. So how do we get this onto our plastic? Well, plastic doesn't really like biro very much, and it doesn't like pencil very much. When you're marking out, you could blue tack. If you have blue tack, you could blue tack your star shape down and then cut round. If you don't have blue tack, you're going to have to hold it very carefully and draw round. Now, I can't work out the inside. A biro will work if this is really clean, but you could, if you have a marker pen, you could use the marker pen. You have to hold it very flat though. Very flat. Maybe someone could hold it for you. And then we want the middle. So take your time. And there we have our star shape, and then you can cut it out. When you're doing the centre, you want to put something soft underneath, maybe a sponge for washing up, or maybe a carrot or potato or a bit of plasticine, and pierce it, get someone to help you, and then you can cut the centre out. So you should be left with your star. If you've got a hole punch, take the bottom off, because what you can do is you can actually mark where you want it. So if I was to put a mark there, you can use your hole punch if it's big enough. Of course, I can't get it in because I haven't cut it. You can move it over till you get the blue dot, and then you'll have it in the position that you want. So you can mark your dots and maneuver in. You can get, yeah, you can get in. I've managed to get in, despite the length of these, I've managed to get them in. So there we go. Plastic's free. You've got a little bit of white embroidery thread in your pack. It's quite thick embroidery thread. I would divide it up into strands, and then you'll have more. So there we go. And I did notice that some of the filtered milk, the plastic is more opaque. It's very white. This is quite see-through. So you could play around with different types of milk bottle. So there we go, and hang them in your window. Very easy, very decorative. Have a go.